Hey everyone, welcome back to Elevate Your Life, where we inspire you to rise above, achieve more. Today, we're diving into a topic that stops so many of us in our tracks: fear and self-doubt. You know that feeling, right? That knot in your stomach, that voice in your head whispering, "What if?" It's time to kick those feelings to the curb. Fear and self-doubt are like invisible walls, holding us back from what we're truly capable of. But guess what? Those barriers aren't as solid as they seem. We're going to break them down, brick by brick, and unleash the incredible power you have within. Let's start by understanding what fear and self-doubt really are. Fear is your brain's way of protecting you from harm. It's a primal instinct, hardwired to keep you safe from saber-toothed tigers and, that suspicious-looking salad at the back of the fridge. Fear is not just about physical danger. It can also be about emotional and psychological threats. But here's the thing. Your brain hasn't quite caught up with the fact that we're not living in the Stone Age anymore. It still reacts to modern-day stressors as if they were life-threatening. Self-doubt? It's often a byproduct of fear. Fear of failure, rejection, or the unknown. It's that nagging feeling that you're not good enough, that you don't have what it takes. It's that pesky voice in your head that loves to remind you of every mistake, every setback, every time you dared to dream big and it didn't work out exactly as planned. It's like a broken record playing the same negative tune over and over. The problem? These feelings aren't always accurate. They're like bad GPS directions, taking you the long way around life's opportunities. You end up stuck in a rut, playing small and wondering what could have been. But what if I told you that you can change the GPS settings in your brain? You have the power to reprogram your thoughts and beliefs. You can choose a different route, a more scenic route, a route that leads you straight to your dreams. Imagine taking the scenic route, enjoying the journey, and reaching your destination with a sense of fulfillment. It all starts with recognizing that fear and self-doubt are not the enemy. They're just signals, alerting you to potential challenges. They're just messengers. And often, they're delivering outdated messages that were relevant in the past but no longer serve you. They're trying to protect you, but they're stuck in the past. It's like using an old map in a new city. It just doesn't work. So the next time those feelings creep up, take a deep breath and acknowledge them. Recognize them for what they are: outdated survival mechanisms. Say, "Hey fear, hey self-doubt, I see you. Thanks for trying to protect me, but I've got this. I'm in control now, and I'm choosing a new path." Here's the thing. Fear doesn't have to be the enemy. It can be a powerful ally if you know how to harness it. Think of it as fuel. Fear means you care deeply about something. It means you have something at stake. Fear means you're on the verge of something incredible, something that will stretch you, challenge you, and ultimately make you stronger. It's a sign that you're about to embark on a journey of growth. When you feel fear, it's a signal that you're about to step outside of your comfort zone, and that's where the magic happens. That's where growth happens. It's where you find new opportunities and experiences. That's where you discover what you're truly capable of. You uncover strengths you never knew you had. So when you feel that fear, get curious, dive into it, explore why it's there and what it's trying to tell you. Ask yourself, what's the worst that could happen? What are the real risks versus the imagined ones? And really play it out. Visualize the scenarios. Often you'll find that the worst-case scenario isn't as bad as you think. More often than not, the worst-case scenario isn't nearly as scary as the fear itself. It's the unknown that's daunting, not the reality. Every time you step into the fear, you're training your brain to be braver. You're rewiring your mind to handle stress and uncertainty better. It's like building a muscle. The more you challenge it, the stronger it becomes. The more you use it, the stronger it gets. And with each step, your confidence grows. And the more courage you build, the more unstoppable you become. You start to see fear as a stepping stone rather than a barrier. Remember, you don't have to be fearless to be courageous. Courage is about taking action despite the fear. Courage is about feeling the fear and doing it anyway. It's about moving forward even when every part of you wants to hold back. It's about taking that step even though your heart is racing, your palms are sweaty, and that voice in your head is telling you to turn back. It's about pushing through the discomfort. Because on the other side of fear, on the other side of that discomfort, lies everything you've ever wanted. It's where your dreams become reality. Now let's talk about self-doubt. That nagging voice that whispers, "You're not good enough, you'll fail. What are you even thinking?" It's that persistent feeling that can paralyze you, making you question every move you make. It's time to silence that inner critic once and for all. And the best way to do that? Action. Yes, taking action is the key to overcoming those negative thoughts. Action is the antidote to self-doubt. It's the ultimate confidence booster. When you act, you prove to yourself that you are capable. Because when you take action, even small steps towards your goal, you create momentum. Each step, no matter how small, builds on the last. And momentum creates confidence. It's a snowball effect. The more you move forward, the more you believe in your ability to succeed. The more you do, the more you believe you can do. Each accomplishment, no matter how minor, reinforces your self-belief. So, here's a tip: write down 3 small, achievable steps you can take today towards something that scares you. These steps should be simple and manageable, something you've been putting off because of fear or self-doubt. It could be anything that has been lingering in the back of your mind. Maybe it's sending that email, making that phone call, signing up for that class, or finally starting that project you've been dreaming about. These actions, though small, can have a big impact. Whatever it is, write it down. Break it down into bite-sized pieces, and then take action. Remember, the journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. Start today. Let me share a quick story. I once received an email from a woman who was terrified of public speaking. Like, heart pounding, palms sweating, run for the hills terrified. But she had a message she wanted to share with the world, a message she knew could help others. So, she decided to face her fear head on. She started small, speaking up in meetings, then volunteering to give presentations at work. And eventually, she worked her way up to giving a TEDx talk. Was it scary? Absolutely. Was it worth it? She said it was the most rewarding experience of her life, and she's not alone. Millions of people just like you have found courage on the other side of fear. They've taken that leap of faith, and they've come out stronger, more resilient, and more alive than ever before. Okay, let's equip you with some tools to conquer fear and self-doubt. Are you ready? First up, visualize success. Picture yourself succeeding. See it, feel it, believe it. Create a mental movie of yourself crushing your goals. Next, positive affirmations. Replace "I can't" with "I can." Feed your mind with empowering thoughts. Don't forget to celebrate small wins. Reward every bit of progress. Acknowledge how far you've come and let that fuel you forward. Build a support network. Surround yourself with people who lift you up, who believe in you, who cheer you on. And finally, learn to reframe failure. It's not failure, it's feedback. It's an opportunity to learn, to grow, to get back up stronger and wiser. These tools might seem simple, but when practiced consistently, they're life-changing. Here's my challenge to you. Pick one thing you've been afraid to do and take one small step toward it this week. One small step. It doesn't have to be big, it just has to be a step. Maybe it's finally starting that blog, applying for that promotion, or having that difficult conversation you've been avoiding. Whatever it is, make a commitment to yourself to take action. Write it down in the comments below. Let's create a community of support, a movement of courage. Use the hashtag #RiseAboveChallenge and share your story. Because I know you're capable of amazing things. I know you have greatness within you. It's time to let it shine. You're capable of so much more than you believe. Fear and self-doubt don't define you. Your actions do. So step up, rise above, and achieve more. If this video inspired you, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to Elevate Your Life, and share this with someone who needs a little extra courage today. Let's spread the inspiration and empower each other to live our best lives. Until next time, keep breaking barriers.